recent article from this past week from State Impact featuring our community and our coalition. And now I have something I want to ask of you. We understand that, like so many homeowners, when Media Borough granted Sunoco an easement, Media Borough most likely did not understand that this was not a typical public utility pipeline, nor did Media Borough likely understand the catastrophic risk to the community. We ask you first to review all our materials, consider the new information, ask questions, arrange to meet with us privately if need be. And then we ask you as quickly as possible to make a public statement. The video of Media Borough approving the easement has been going viral on Facebook today. That's how I knew about it. Residents are furious. I don't know if any of you are on the Media hometown page. They can get rowdy. We ask that you make a public statement admitting that you did not understand what the pipeline was or the risk it presented to the community, that if you had understood this, you would not have granted the easement and put the community at risk. We ask that you review the resolutions of concern that I brought tonight that have been adopted by other communities in our area, as well as a draft resolution of concern that I made for Media Borough tonight, and the hope that you put that draft resolution of concern on your next meeting agenda and that you adopt it as a resolution or proclamation as quickly as possible. We ask that you publicly advise all other municipalities who have not yet granted easements on public lands to delay their vote until such a time that a comprehensive risk assessment study can be completed for all of Middletown Township and Media Borough, as well as a comprehensive, credible, and area-specific notification and evacuation plan for all residents of Media Borough, in collaboration with local first responders, including the Media Fire Department. Finally, we ask that you consider setting aside a portion of the $350,000 profit made from selling the easements on Media Borough property in Middletown Township to be put towards a risk assessment study and evacuation plan, of which we have none at this time. Meanwhile, please be assured that the Middletown Coalition for Community Safety will continue to work on the county and state level as well. We are working with our elected officials, the DEP and the PUC, to address the matter of this insanely reckless pipeline plan. We merely ask that you utilize all the powers afforded to you on the local township level to support our efforts on behalf of the many concerned constituents that you represent. Thank you.
Thank you. Would you mind, there's an awful lot that you said.
Yes, I know. I tried to make it brief, sorry.
Although we tried to give as much attention as we could,
yes.
I don't doubt that many of us, including myself, will not remember all of the questions that you were asking.
Yes, that's why I wrote it down. You can have that.
Would you mind sending that document to our borough manager, Jeff Smith?
Absolutely.
You will find his contact information on the Media Borough webpage.
Sure.
And we will consider, or a committee, depending on how we think is best fit, will consider those questions.
Okay.
I don't know that it is fair to suggest that Media Borough Council did not consider these issues. We did, maybe not in the technical detail, but certainly there are some legal issues that you have not addressed that we had to address based upon a recent decision, I think, with the Commonwealth Court, and what our legal options were. And without going into much detail about that, we understood that our legal options were very, we did not have much in the way of a legal option. But we're always willing to see whether or not there's something that we overlooked. We thank you for the time and the obvious care you took in making this presentation. If you can provide that to us, and then we will take we'll take an appropriate look at your concern.
And I guess you recognize that in this situation, the borough was simply a landowner.
Yeah.
So it appears to me that you are working with or attempting to work with Middletown Township Council. I mean, that's the governing body of which this pipeline is going through. So I mean, in this scenario, we are a landowner the same as hundreds, if not thousands of landowners in Middletown Township. So I think that's important. It's not, we're just a landowner in this thing. It's not a governmental entity that's involved in this.
Just to be clear, as we understand it, this pipeline will not go through any portion of Media Borough. What Mr. Robinson has said is accurate. Whatever potential we had to to discuss this with, say, Sunoco, et cetera. Our status is not of the governing body through which this is coming. We're a landowner of some property that's outside of Media Borough.
That's it.
Would it be fair to presume that you did not understand the potential catastrophic risk of this HBL pipeline at the time of the
I don't think
negotiations?
that is not fair to assume. I can't speak to any other member of council, but I have read about the issue. I am not an engineer, but I don't think it's fair to presume that members of council are completely ignorant of the issues.
And for the record, the website which you referenced is a political website. So,
Go to the website?
Whatever you were just referencing earlier, where it's going viral.
Oh, I didn't realize it was political. I thought it was
That having been said, if you forward us that information, we'll be glad to
Gladly.
take a look
In
at it.
regards to the resolution of concern, is that something that I can present to council tonight, or would that be better presented by one of the Media Borough residents who's here tonight as well?
I'm not sure what you mean by presenting it. We cannot take action on it tonight without having the opportunity to look at it in a
Okay.
workshop session.
So I'll include that in the email as well. Okay,
Yes.
thank you so much.
Thank you. Does anyone else wish to address council at this time?